Hi there, welcome or welcome back. This is Karen from Karen Meow Crochet. Thank you for joining in on another video. In today's video, we will be talking about 12 free patterns that I think you should check out. They are great for market prep. Some have a bit of sewing, some are no sew. Some of the patterns that are free on Instagram I have made on my own. I have sold them at markets and they have done really well. Some of these patterns I went looking for and found a bunch of really cute patterns. And of these patterns that I will share with you today, some are fruits, some are animals, there's an airplane, there's a great variety of patterns, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with you. If you're interested in any of these patterns, I will include the artist's name as well as their link to the pattern in my description. Without further ado, let's begin. First up, we have a rubber duck pattern. This is by Sylvia from Amigurumi Toys. She published this pattern this year in June. It is no sew and can be found on her Instagram. Her pattern is clearly laid out. It is easy to follow. There are lots of pictures to help with the steps. I would say this pattern is beginner friendly. There aren't too many complicated stitches, and she also includes a video tutorial embedded in the pattern that you can access that goes over how to crochet the beak. This rubber ducky pattern by Sylvia is on my list. I think it'll be really fun to make a bunch of colorful rubber ducks. I think this pattern would be great for market makes. One is that it's no sew, and secondly, it is super cute, and I think it would do really well with kids and even adults. Who doesn't love a little rubber ducky? The second pattern I would like to share with you is this cute little pickle pattern made by yours truly. I designed this pattern last year in April. It is no sew and can be found on my Instagram. And here's a closer look at it. I made a bunch of these at my last market and they did really well. I named this pickle pattern Parker, and this is a baby mini version. However, if you use thicker yarn and a larger hook, it can also be made into a larger pickle. This pattern is great for beginners. The only stitch that might require a little bit of practice is the bobble stitch, but if you know that, then everything else is really easy. It's just like single crochet stitches, decrease, increase. Making it in this size would be great as a keychain or a bag charm as well. I used hobby yarn, the chenille yarn, using a 5mm hook, and it came out to be this size. Okay, on to the third pattern. If you're a Sailor Moon fan, you're gonna love this one. I grew up watching Sailor Moon, so I was really happy that I came across this. The pattern is this cute moon wand made by Robin from Sweet Bean Crochet. She published this pattern in July of this year, and it can be found on her Instagram page. The pattern looks pretty simple to make. There aren't too many rounds per piece. So there's the crescent piece, the handle, and the wings that are all sewn together. I'm definitely going to be wanting to make this pattern. As a kid, I really loved Sailor Moon's wand. As a kid, I wanted the wand, so now I know how to crochet, so why not make the wand? The fourth pattern is this cute little fish, the squishy fish pattern made by Jade from All From Jade. This is no sew. I made mine into a keychain. I brought this to many of my markets and they've done really well. Her fish pattern was published April of 2024 and can be found on her Instagram page. The pattern is very well written. She has a lot of free patterns, so if you want to check out her other patterns, go do so. This pattern is very easy to follow, and on her Instagram page, within the pattern, she also includes videos of how to make the dorsal fin, the side fin. So the pattern is very thorough, so even if you're super new to crochet, watching the videos will really help you. Now let's move on to our fifth pattern. This is a banana frog pattern. It is by Scarlett from Scarlet Skies Creates. This no-sew pattern can be found on her Instagram page and was published September 2024. So there's three versions to this pattern. There's a fidget version, a regular sized banana frog, as well as a taller version. I think this pattern is super cute and it's very unique, a combination of a banana and a frog. The stitches do include some more complicated ones like double crochet, half double crochet, treble crochet. I would say this pattern is better suited for the advanced beginner. I think this pattern is worth it to learn these more complicated stitches, and if you already know how to make those stitches, I definitely recommend checking this one out. The sixth pattern on our list is this super cute jumbo sunflower pillow made by Allison from The Wonder Crochet. You can find it in her blog. It is no sew, and if you prefer watching a video tutorial, she even has a YouTube video for this lovely pattern. I'm a big fan of sunflowers. She has a bunch of other kinds of large floral pillows. I wanted to showcase this one because one, it is, well, my favorite flower, and I think it's just so pretty. I think she did such an amazing job with this particular flower. This pattern was published June of 2023. And if you're looking for some home decor, a giant pillow for your couch, I definitely recommend checking this one out. The 7th pattern on my list is this cute Ghibli sprout pots by Pandy Crochet. This pattern was published in September of 2024, and if you're like me, a Studio Ghibli fan, you're gonna love this one. There's 3 versions. So there's a no-face version from Spirited Away, there's Totoro from My Neighbor Totoro, as well as Gigi from Kiki's Delivery Service. This pattern is easy to follow. It is clearly laid out. I would say this pattern is suitable for more advanced beginners. There's more complicated stitches like the half double crochet, double crochet increase. So if you're familiar with that, definitely check this pattern out. I'm definitely going to be making one of these. My favorite is the no face version, and I'm planning to make a jumbo sized one. Okay, on to number 8 of our list. We have Carrot and Radish Babies. This pattern is by Rachel from Nashty_Yarnman. The pattern was published in July of 2022 and can be found on her Instagram page. If you're looking to add some fun, unique vegetable crochet patterns to your markets at a farmer's market, I would recommend this one. I also really love the overalls option. I'm a sucker for plushes with overalls, so when I came across this one, I definitely wanted to share it here. This pattern is well written. There's also a lot of photos to help guide you along the way, and it is low sew. The only thing you need to sew on are just the leaves on top of the vegetable's head. Coming in at number 9, we have a toy plane by Catie from Hot Off the Hook by Catie. This pattern was published last year in January and can be found in her Instagram. If you're an aviation fan, definitely check out her pattern. She also has a bunch of other aircraft patterns on her Etsy. This pattern is very clearly written, it's easy to follow, and there's a bunch of photos that help guide you along the way. I would say that this pattern is pretty easy. There aren't too many complicated stitches. If you know how to work in the front loops only, I would say that's the only part that is a little more on the advanced beginner side. I'm definitely going to be making this free toy pattern in the near future. Growing up as a kid, every year we would go watch the International Air Show. So when I saw this free pattern, I was quite intrigued. Okay, so the 10th pattern. It is this cute frog pattern by Crochet and Canadian Rue. It is called Ted the Thick Toad. It is a no-sew pattern published August of 2023 and can be found on their Instagram pages. This is a very quick make. I made a bunch of these for my markets and they did extremely well. The reason why it is called Thick Toad is because there's an option to make a little booty. The pattern is very well written and it is easy to follow. And if you're looking for fun, free patterns, definitely check out Cheyenne from Crochet's page on Instagram. She has a bunch. The pattern includes photos to help guide you along the way, and most of the stitches are very simple, like single crochet, increase, decrease. The only stitch that is a little more on the advanced side is the bobble stitch, but if you know how to do that, then great. I definitely recommend bringing this pattern to your markets. It did extremely well at mine. People were intrigued by the behind. It made them laugh. The 11th pattern is Trip the Bunny by Alyssa from Ellie Yarn Art. This pattern can be found on her Instagram page and was published this year in February. I think this pattern is adorable and worth checking out. It is a cute bunny riding a carrot car. How adorable is that? This pattern does have some sewing, but I think it is totally worth it. I know these days the no-sew patterns are very popular. However, sometimes I find that we miss out on some great patterns that involve sewing, and sewing is a great skill to have. This pattern is very clearly laid out. It is easy to follow, and there are photos that will help you along the way. It does include a few of the more complicated stitches like half double crochet and double crochet working in the back loops only. So if you're looking for a meaningful pattern and you're into rabbits and cars, this one's for you. And last but not least, our 12th pattern is a pumpkin spice latte by Grace from Crochet Cave. This pattern can be found on her Instagram page and was published September of 2024. I wanted to include a fall themed crochet pattern since we are almost into fall. Fall is my favorite season. This pattern is easy to follow. It is clearly laid out and there's pictures to help guide us along the way. And it is minimal sewing. The only thing that you need to sew on is a cute little pumpkin. Please let me know in the comments if you will be making any of the patterns we discussed today. Also, let me know which ones are your favorites in the comments below. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please hit the subscribe button, give this video a like, and I'll see you next time. Bye.